India, a land of vast landscapes, ancient history, and roads that lead to the most unexpected adventures. The 8th edition of Hyundai's Great India Drive is taking us deep into Gujarat's Kutch region as we unveil the unseen. Across the surreal salt plains of the Little Run of Kutch and through the road to heaven, we are chasing the most incredible sunrises and sunsets as we indulge ourselves in history, culture, and the thrill of driving. Our companion on this journey is the Hyundai Creta N-Line, the sportiest Creta out there. We started off in Dasada and we are already at our first stop, the Little Run of Kutch, 5,000 square kilometers of salt plains all around us. The Great India Drive is all about pushing the boundaries, both of exploration and of driving. And what better way to begin than here, in the vast emptiness of the Little Run of Kutch. This is the proving ground for our Hyundai Creta N-Line, where we will test its resilience, its comfort, and most of all, its spirit of adventure. Out here at the run, the surface can be a bit unpredictable. It's loose in places, there are sudden undulations. That's why you need an SUV like the Creta with good ground clearance. You also need a bit of power to keep that momentum up, a good suspension to soak up all the bumps, and it does help if the car is a bit agile to have some fun. The convoy winds through the run, a shimmering landscape that looks like something out of another world. By midday, we stop to soak it all in. Lunch in the wild. Now this behind me isn't our usual lunch stop. Obviously out here at the run there are no restaurants, so our hosts have set up this picnic. It's just us, the cars, and this wonderful landscape as far as the eyes can see. The journey resumes and by evening we arrive at Dholavira. After a long day, it's time to take a moment to unwind under the stars. With no light pollution, this is one of the best places in India for stargazing. And tonight we have a professional astronomer guiding us through the cosmos. We start day 2 early. While the villages are still asleep, we head to the road to heaven to catch the first light of the day. This is what the Great India Drive is all about, catching the sunrise in incredible places like this. We are at the road to heaven. From here we're heading to Guwahati to see the artisans in action. After that we're going to end our day in Bhuj. The roads now take us through artisan villages in Guwahati where generations of craftsmen create magic with their hands. This is where tradition meets patience. Each stitch, each carve, a reflection of Gujarat's heritage. It's incredible to see how every journey brings new stories not just of places but of people. Now we are heading to our rest stop in Bhuj, but we are not completely done. Tomorrow we are leaving the convoy and heading out in chase of the last sunset in India. The next morning we steer towards Koteshwar, the last motorable road in India's west and therefore the last place to watch the sunset in India. The Creta N-Line now gets a chance to stretch its legs, cruising effortlessly through the smooth highways and taking on patches of rough terrain in its stride. Now it is quite exciting traveling to places you've never been before, and that's exactly what the SUV is all about. Exploring the unknown, going to places that you've never been before, and going out there being spontaneous and using the car to its full capability. For that purpose in particular, the Creta is really great. This of course is the Creta N-Line with that 1.5 litre TGDI engine, and it has really strong performance. This particular car is mated to a 7-speed DCT, and moving past slower traffic is really great in this. You have paddle shifter, so you just shift down a couple of times, get into the right gear and fire past slower moving traffic. Now this of course being the N-Line has been tuned for more dynamic performance. To that end, the steering has been tuned to be sharper, the suspension is more taut, it feels more tighter on the road, and It does really perform quite nicely. It's a lot of fun around the bends, it feels rock solid at high speed, and is really a great SUV to cover ground in a hurry. Finally, the road ends in Koteshwar, the westernmost point in India where the sun is finally setting on our incredible journey. But I think we can find a more secluded spot. This moment, this view is what we came all this way for. The Creta brought us through some incredible roads, some historic places, and finally here at the westernmost point of India to witness the last sunset in India. What a way to end this edition of Hyundai's Great India Drive.